Once again, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to The Forge. For those that are not watching that special game that's on or figure skating on the Olympics, thank you for joining us. Someone asked me, who am I rooting for? Am I rooting for the Patriots or the Seahawks? I said, I'm rooting for Team USA. So that's who I am on that, because neither of those are my teams. So, Billy, I'm going to let you take off and say hello to everyone in the chat and introduce our special guest today.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Happy Super Bowl Sunday. I'm actually rooting for my numbers in the Moon Room's game. I took some boxes in the Moon Room. If you're not following the Moon Room on Facebook, go check them out. It's an outstanding game group. But we've got some really great guests. I've been watching their show on the Decepticast recently, and I love what they do, and I think you guys will too. We've got Talib 1980 Collects and Anna here. They both have their own respective channels as well, but what they do is fantastic. I'm going to let them take over because they're kind of professionals with this. So, guys, tell us a bit about yourselves.
You want me to start, Anna, or you want to go?
Go ahead. You're the boss.
Okay. So I've always been in the background, and then I was motivated about a year ago to kind of like just start doing this streaming stuff and posting things so we have a Discord that another show Anna's a part of, the TFYLP Discord, and I was always in there posting news, and and it was always fun to like talk about that stuff and bounce thoughts, and I was like, well, let's do this for real and like more to it, because I'm already like kind of in tune with stuff. So let's start a like an actual legit channel. And I met another guy. His name's Abby. He runs the Figure Fight Club channel, and they do a lot of live streams. And he has a show called Open Mic Night where they put the link in the chat, and you can have up to 10 people get on the channel and talk at the same time and just BS about toys, show and tell, and it kind of that bug got itched, and then he asked me to become a co-host, and then we started the show, and that's how. And me and Anna's known each other for a long time, for years, and she was the first person that I wanted to do a show with, and that's kind of how Decepticast became.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
I missed the origin story because I got kicked.
You want to know half of it? I'll still share mine.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
please.
Anna. I've been on Transformers for your listening pleasure for close to 10 years now, which is a really crazy number to think of, but I just got a memory of an old show from 7 years ago, and I was like, oh, I was established at that point, so we're creeping on 10 at this point. Pretty wild. Duran recruited me as a co-host after I did a panel at a con in Kansas City. Actually, I did a panel on the parasocial relationships people have with Optimus Prime, because I'm a psychologist, and it was a lot of fun. And so he recruited me. I was on the show for years. At one point or another, I decided I was going to establish a book club on our Discord channel where we would get together and read comic books. We ended up with a little group of book club people who are basically all good friends now. Taylor was one of them. He was one mysterious random guy I had never met before. And we hung out there for a long time. One of my co-hosts on TFLP one day told Taylor that if he wanted to share his opinions so strongly during one of our shows, he should start his own show. And then suddenly, the Decepticast happened,
Nice.
and Caleb asked me to be on with him. So that's kind of my history. I've been a Transformers collector my whole life. I really got heavily more into it after college, and then really when I got recruited to TFYLP, I think in 17, is when I really like started falling down those third party rabbit holes and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And it became kind of more of a less of a hobby and more of a bordering obsession and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's me.
That's awesome. I mean, I think it's crazy because you said about a year ago, that's when we started too. So this is kind of cool. We're all kind of together about a year ago. We're going to tell some war stories maybe, or whatever it may be, have some fun and do all sorts of great stuff. So if y'all are not checking out Figure Fight Club and Decepticast, when does that come on? I know it's a regularly scheduled program. So when does that come on?
Every Monday at 10:15 p.m. Eastern.
Holy moly, 10:15. I'm in bed by then. I'm just kidding.
I'm snoring. I watch it every Tuesday at work. I get into work and I throw it on, and it is my like morning podcast. You know, it's like,
so I'm not gonna lie. Usually we're having book club on Sunday nights when you guys are live, so I typically will watch it. I might start the beginning and then I'll watch the rest of it at work. So.
Okay. Very, very cool. Book club. I'm assuming comic books or all
comic
books.
Yeah.
Dirty Magazine.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We've done a lot of comics. We did both IDW runs.
Nice.
We are now going to be starting the original Marvel G1 run,
Oh, so good.
which will be really interesting. At
I
one
love that.
point, we even did, when they put up the translations for it, we even did the Kids Players audio shows they did for the radio shows back in the day. We all listened to those as a group and discussed. It was good times. So
That's
we've gone
fun.
through
That's a
different
lot of fun.
shows, different comic runs. It's been a great time.
That's it.
That's
awesome. Well, we got some people in the chat. So, Billy, if you want to say what's up to them, and then we'll get into the news.
Absolutely. So we got Paul Morales here. First one in, saying hello. How we doing? Jason's here. Jason's a blast. If you guys don't know Jason Sled,
keep it PG-13, Jason.
Yeah.
Keep it PG-13.
Well, this is the PG-13. Big Easy is another great regular. Big M is here. We got some good folks here. Thank you everybody for joining us tonight. I know you have a tough choice to make between watching the Patriots again and us, but thank you for choosing us. TF Arc Legends just joined the group. I don't know if you guys watch what TF Arc Legends does with their dioramas, but he is like beyond talented. Like I build dioramas and I'm always pitching them, but I can't hold a candle to what he does. His airbrush work is impeccable and his eye for detail is on point. So if you haven't checked him out, check out his page.
So we got a lot of news that happened, and I know some of it we've talked about it maybe last week. I watched y'all's recent show. You've talked about some of the Hasbro releases. Well, then, of course, we did have a Hasbro live stream where they gave us some more information too as well. I could have had 300 slides of all the third-party, first-party stuff, but I narrowed it down to 42. So hopefully we can get through these and be able to kind of rock and roll. But before we get into that, I always like to shout out these are a few of the places we get our news. Ben's World of Transformers, Ben Yee. Can't wait. We're going to have a Beast Wars show with him on it, moderating, and it's going to be awesome.
That's going to be a show for the ages.
That's it. TFW, TM Reviews, legendary right there. And so a lot of this stuff, that's where we kind of find that. Also, if you are buying stuff, a lot of the stuff we buy is on Show Z Store or Gundamn. We have a reviewer code, BTK or Jimmy G. If you use that, it gives us points, because if I could have Sarah McLaughlin playing in the background, every dollar you spend on Show Z helps Billy the Kid buy a new Legend Scale Transformer. So there we go.
So anyway, I'm going to mute myself for a couple minutes. I have to make a couple phone calls. I'm very sorry, guys.
That's okay. So we'll get into this. We'll have some fun with this. And so I always like to start first party, kind of like you guys do too as well. And so we'll get into this. And as y'all know, we do have this coming up on the 13th, which I'm really, really excited about, the T-Spark live. And so can't wait, because we're going to hear some more information about the Overdrive stuff and maybe the Zoids, things like that. Maybe we'll see that Zoid Prime crossover a little bit more on that. But really, really excited to see kind of like what comes of this. So just wanted to put that on everyone's radar. But we also got this new item, Missing Link, Grimlock, the cartoon version on that. So, which I knew they would do
gonna say-
that, right?
I was going to say, yeah, Takara couldn't help themselves to wait to reveal this on the 13th. And it was like, ta-da! Here
Here it is. Here you go. Surprise.
I'm not sure what to do with this one because I hadn't yet figured out where I was going to get my Missing Link Grimlock from. And
Yeah.
now it's like, ooh, you kind of want the anime colors. But at the same time, the point of Missing Link is to have a G1 toy that moves like it's not supposed to. So you kind of want that original finish. So I don't know. I think I might just still go with the regular colors.
I'm one of those people that I have this OCD obsession of if I start collecting a line, sometimes I just have to kind of like complete it. And that means getting both the colors or something like that. I did that with the entire Earthrise line. I completed it and things like that. And then I was like, now what? Now I'm kind of like, I'm pulling back. I went through therapy. I'm able to kind of go, all right, let's not do that and waste all my money on that. But I'm kind of in the boat of probably getting both. I'll probably start with the toy version because that's the one I grew up with, but then we'll see what happens with the animated version. But it is a hefty price. I mean, what was it, 120 $130?
Yeah, 120.
Yeah. Whew. So it will put a little bite on the wallet.
I am curious to how long they'll wait before we get a nice bright blue Grimlock.
Oh, a G2 version, huh? Yeah. There we go. G2, Shattered Glass, Nemesis, all the colors. If we can make money, let's do it on that. So the other thing that I'm actually pretty kind of excited about, I know we're all like, oh, we've had so many primes, but Evangelion is one of my favorite kind of like animes that's out there. And so we're getting an Evangelion crossover. So here's kind of like a color of that. They do have some black and white prototypes, but hopefully on that that live we'll see more about it too as well. So
yeah, they had some prototypes at Wonderfest. Did you see those on display? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm really excited about the Macross Fire Valkyrie. That's the one I really want.
Yeah,
that is pretty cool.
Haven't. Yeah, it's been quiet. It's been very quiet because I like the idea of a rock and roll Optimus Prime. So I think that's kind of cool on that.
Yep. I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Billy's back.
I'm going to be getting probably calls and texts throughout like the next half hour, so I apologize. I think this looks awesome. Like, I think this looks great. It's not my cup of tea, but I think it's really cool, and it could actually find a place in my collection just from the color palette alone.
Oh yeah. Then the next thing I do have a video, since we do have, they're going to talk more about this Overdrive series. So why don't we just watch the video that they released on it, and let's give some comments on it. You can comment through it, do whatever you want to, but let's do it. Here it comes.
I was going to ask if you'd seen this.
Yeah, literally, just ask. I think these look awesome. I know I'm jumping.
I hope we get more of this because I love the whole kind of warfare. Just, this is just cool.
Yeah,
I'm especially excited about.
I mean, like how they are digitally animating the ports, 5mm ports. Like,
oh yeah.
Yes.
It's very similar to what they did with Wild King when they made the animation for the Wild King toys. Only these are more complex figures, so it's a little more impressive looking.
I think it looks great. I love how it looks like what is it? In Hotspot. He almost looks like Hotspot from Transformers Cybertron, like the way that face is done up.
And he's definitely got those Bayverse Ironhide shoulders.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't mind Takara, Hasbro, whomever, like mashing up the years of designs to make an updated version of a character. Like, I'm fine if you want to like combine like universe looks, as long as it looks as cool as this.
Yeah, I just love that the face does not look weird, like the Bayverse designs and stuff. So this is my favorite right here. I can't wait for this guy.
This one's gonna be day one.
The only thing that worries me about these is how basic they are in color. I don't need like a lot of bright colors, but I want something a little bit more lively. And they're real world designs,
Yeah.
Yep. I'm kind of
A little
hoping they
bland.
give us like how New Age did that little like Mad Max themed set for a while.
Oh,
Like
the
with
end of
that
the road.
rusty, yeah, the end of the road line. If they bring these out with like rust palettes, I'd be so in. Like, please give me a post-apocalyptic color scheme and like it's sold.
I love the fact that here we have a Decepticon robot and he pulls out the little gun to fight him.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
Ironhide-
Timas, I agree. Awesome. Yes.
It looks so good. And I can't wait to see more. Hopefully they have some working like more finished models that we can see on the 13th. That would be great to see. I am not looking forward to seeing what the prices are going to be on it, but
These are going to be MPM priced. Like these
but
are
the
going
crazy thing is a lot of things that like the MPG line and stuff. So like we had that Optimus Machina Rodimus, and then we immediately got a KO of it, which was a lot cheaper. And then we're already starting to see the kind of prototype KOs of the MPG 17 Optimus that they just released. And so some people may go, I might wait for that or whatever it may be, but I still am all in on that. So
I don't mind grabbing a KO, but I like to buy the official
I do
first.
too.
Just because like these guys are pouring in hours, they're engineering something, and to just go the KO route, like you're taking away from their work, and
Yeah.
it's hard for me to say, oh, I'm going to wait for the KO. So generally, if I have a KO of a figure for review, I already own the first release. There's only one auto. I'm hoping there's multiple, and I'm kind of hoping that maybe Optimus and Megatron are missing for the first few waves. Like,
Yes.
have it like a story where the leaders are gone, like they don't know what happened to them, and everybody's like in this dystopian Transformers world of trying to survive without the leaders. Like that'd be so much fun.
I would love a
Quentin,
YouTube
what's going on?
shorts show on that. That would be kind of cool. I mean, you've already
Let's
got the
get to
animation.
writing, bro. Let's get to
That's
writing.
it. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. But we did get, of course, some of our questions answered around a lot of the stuff that they talked about on the live stream. For example, I'll list off a few of just kind of some of the talking points. Mark confirmed that they are making limbs for the Nexus Prime that they're releasing, planned for 2027. He also wants to do a zombie cliff jumper. And then Smokescreen's doors can move upward. Nexus was originally a leader, talked about a whole combiner. Things got switched and changed to a Voyager. So, and then the combined head is Covenant Primus. So that was the big thing, is like, hey, this is a combiner, right? Or we can combine it with Superior. And so they said, hey, tune in. We're going to actually release official combiner limbs and stuff for that. We'll get an official Nexus Prime, right? So which is kind of cool. So what are your thoughts about that? Another combiner, and it's actually not like a Defensor or anything like that. We're getting Nexus Prime.
I'm gonna let our guests go on that.
I'm just gonna say they didn't tell us where the skeleton's coming from. If we're going to get a specific skeleton for that combiner, we have no idea where that skeleton's coming from. So perhaps you have to buy the Superion skeleton by getting Silverbolt, or you have to buy the Bruticus skeleton. You might actually have to get one of the other skeletons to make it, or they might release one separately. It's a weird way to release something. Yeah. Or we might just get a giant box set of all of it, right? The limbs and another Nexus might come with the skeleton. Since they did show on the stream that he is actually, even in jet mode, compatible with the skeleton from Silverbolt, where it just kind of sticks on the butt in jet mode and looks terrible, just like it did for Silverbolt, but it does work. So it's interesting. It's really interesting. I do have to agree with a friend of mine, though, that personally I've never really cared about Nexus until I was told to by them releasing a new toy of it. So
you will care about Nexus Prime. You will. That's funny.
I will do want to say, did you guys catch that note when they were talking about deluxe mini bots, and Evan said, we're doing throttle bots, or I want to do throttle bots.
Yeah.
We're due for throttle bots.
Yeah, I'd love to be like a fly on the wall in the like roadmap to Hasbro Takara, just to see what's happening 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 years down the road on that. So So that way we can kind of go, oh man, that's going to be cool, or even be able to see the original designs before like finance and health and safety and all those people got involved, right?
That's what I'd love to see. That like because there's probably some amazing features that had to have been cut just for those reasons. But I kind of like the idea of Nexus Prime being like release the limbs and let's have him compatible with like all of the skeletons, and he's kind of like if there's a fallen Gestalt, he can kind of come in and just use those frames and help the Autobots out in like a dire situation. I think that'd be kind of like a cool little backstory.
There's our little boy right there. Good old Power Glide on that. So, and then there was the picture. I don't know if you saw, like the heart is in that chest area, so too as well. So, which is kind of cool. So, if you're collecting these little deluxe, these little guys, these little mini bots, here we go. Get to start completing that collection. I do like him. I think he's cool. I like New Age's Power Glide. I think he's almost perfect for me for the little tiny guys.
New Age Power Glide is a friggin' 10 out of 10. It's a great figure, but this is great for like Hasbro release. This is a knock out of the park.
Yeah, I definitely think it follows suit with the rest of their mini bots and anybody that's collecting mainline Transformers. This is a must add, right?
Mm-hmm. Looks good.
Yeah, he looks good. And then of course
they have his heart. Yep. Or are you getting there?
No, I'm not getting to the heart. We already talked about that, Billy.
Sorry, I have work issues going on. So
anytime Billy's on mute, we can make fun of him. That's the rule today. So
can I just jump in real quick? Quentin's all excited. I know we're going to probably talk about it later, but everybody's hopping about this live action Voltron movie that Hasbro is making the figures for. I am listening to you guys in the chat. Just unfortunately, something's going on right here.
I am hoping we start seeing some of those figures and things like that, because I am a huge, you could ask Billy, I am a huge Voltron fan.
Lives for Voltron.
That's it. I live for Voltron. I've got my Action Toys Albagos down here waiting for me to open. So Voltron 2 on that. So
I am happy because all these rumors and talks with Chris Cox about getting out of toys. I am happy to see that they signed 2 semi-major properties within Street Fighter, even though it's the movie stuff and Voltron. I'm a little apprehensive because of what happened with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and the Zap.
Yeah, that is true.
That concerns me.
That is true. Then of course, we'll get to this little guy right here, but the weird alien looking ship, and they said they released a few things about him, that he can sit on the Studio Series 86 Starscream throne. He's an alien warship, and that backpack horn piece sits on the throne too. He has a flip out arm cannon, and the darts are removable on that. So I think he's so ugly he looks good. That's my opinion on him. I will probably get him because I got the oh gosh, what is it called? The one that has the jelly feel, the Quintus. Quintus. Yeah. Which was so weird, but still like cool, right? So, but what are y'all's thoughts on this weird kind of almost adult looking robot?
Red Rocket?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Oh no, they're darts. My bad.
That's it.
I can't.
Yeah, they're darts. I read them for the articles. No, anyway.
I can't wait to get our first ever transforming avocado. I think that it's just amazing that his alt mode is an avocado. It's really weird that they kept saying alien spaceship in the show. I mean, they just didn't say it was an avocado like it is, but I'm all about it.
Yeah. Avocado Huncho in Mexico. So there we go. I can't wait for the Chipotle sponsorship.
Right? This one's a leader class, right?
Yes, he is a leader class.
Avocado.
A leader class avocado. And then I just love bringing this little boy up right here, the Walmart exclusive retro carded wheelie. So this I said about the Walmart retro exclusives. It's kind of the poor man's missing link on some of this stuff, because you get almost that vintage G1-ish look, but you also get some articulation, kind of like with the Transformers Legacy Optimus Prime, which was almost a direct copy of the missing link Optimus Prime, but all plastic. Anyone, the only thing is he's going to be out of proportion with Grimlock, so to be able to ride on his back. But who all are wheelie lovers here? Anyone love wheelie? Anyone thought?
I think I heard Billy say he loves Wheelie.
That's it. Billy is like, yeah. Billy's like, I love Wheelie, Jar Jar Binks. You know,
Same character.
that's it. There we
Just
go.
because Misa's muted doesn't mean Misa like it really.
That's it. That's it. But hopefully we should start seeing these on store shelves pretty soon. So once we get all this, we should be seeing that. So, but yeah, that's it for first party. Want to get through that really quick. We're going to go into Yellow Park, and eventually we're going to have a show on non-transforming Transformers, because that's been the big thing. Yellow Park, Blockies, 3-0. There's been a lot of companies that are jumping on that, and there's a lot of popularity around it. And I know they showed off prototypes and stuff of course, Optimus Primal. But guess what? I have a video. So let's roll it here.
Let's see. All right, I've officially finished with my work emergency. So we're good.
Fantastic.
You know how hard
These
it is
guys
to
are
get
going to make
coverage?
me buy Beast Wars action figures when I'm 100% happy with my Takara Optimus
Well,
Primal.
Takara Masterpiece Optimus Primal is one of the best figures made in the last 20 years. Like, that is a perfect figure.
That was all the video right there. It was just
That's
a tease.
it? That's the whole
Yeah.
video?
This is my biggest complaint. If you're going to have a video,
This is here for Monkey.
yeah. My biggest complaint is if you're going to have a video, I'm sorry, I meant to delete that. Right there, they had some like black marks on their teaser video. I'm like, come on, you could have cleaned that up. Yeah,
Yep.
I was just like, oh well,
Not
but
that
I am
there's
here for it
tools
too.
that can clean that up like in post. So
That's it. There we go. But because we saw that, we also have the Yellow Park AMK Pro Bumblebee coming here.
Look at
Love
Bumblebee in that sexy strut right there. Like he's
I know,
like,
right?
No.
yep, he's
He's
feeling
sexy
it.
and he knows it. And then Spike looks like he's seen a few too many things. Like, it's like
That's
Spike
that's
was
Spike's
terrible.
experienced life.
that's
know.
it.
That's G1 Spike seeing into the eyes of Energon Universe Spike.
I know, right? There we go. There we go.
That's great.
Any of y'all have any of the AMK Pro G1s?
I
No
do not.
pros. I have an AMK Optimus Primal from Rise of the Beast. That's
Nice.
all I have of their big stuff. Otherwise, I just have the AMK minis, which are not very impressive. But I
No.
only hear good things about AMK Pro.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah,
probably
I
get
mean-
this one.
Yeah, die-cast body on that. So really, really nice. Really premium.
I almost went on in when Amazon did that sale on that Starscream where it was like $30 or $40 or something like
Yeah.
that. But I
Yep.
just didn't pull the trigger.
Yeah. So bringing up the point, and we're not going to spend the whole show on this, but what are y'all's thoughts around non-transforming Transformers?
Yeah.
Well, my Show Z and 9 p.m. delivery today, so
Nice.
this is Defender Wave 6.
Oh, you're ready for
Oh,
Bruticus
nice.
now, aren't you?
Except I don't have. Yeah, I got the kit too. Except I don't have.
What's up, Figure Fight Club?
Oh no. Oh no. Kicks Generation Toys or Blockies.
I love
website.
me some
Hi,
non-transforming
Avi.
Transformers.
Thanks for joining.
That's it.
I have so much different non-transforming Transformers at this point. You know, I've dipped into basically every different type
Oh,
of
he's
them
so
at one
cute.
point or another.
I got to bring that up. You got to show that off again. That's the 3-0, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the 3-0. That they're smaller ones that they
Yeah,
made. They ended up
MDLX.
making quite a few of them, the MDLX guys, and they're great. Like, this is a really cool little figure. They end up costing a lot of money though, right? Like they're in the like 80 to 100 range per figure, so they're expensive, but they're very good.
Yeah. Here's my philosophy on non-transforming not my philosophy, but here's my thoughts here. I do transform my Transformers maybe once or twice, but most of the time they're going to be in robot mode on my desk or on my shelf or whatever it is. I like the fact, like with a Yellow Park or something like that, I can put them in really, really good poses and things like that. So you don't have the compromise of some of those, the kibble or anything like that with it. Of course, you do lose out on the fun of transforming that or the cursing of transforming some third-party figures. I love that Trax. That looks good. Is that Super 7?
As Super 7s, I think that we've gotten so much non-transforming, that we now can really like say what we've got that's really good non-transforming and that's really not that good.
Yeah,
Super
yeah.
7 stuff
From
is not.
way
Super
like,
7
looks
is
good.
terrible. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
you're like
It's-
from very back far, so he looks good. So it's like the person you see from a distance, like, wow, that looks really good. They look really good, and then they kind of get closer, and you kind of like, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
The wrong
only
lighting.
Super 7
It's the Seinfeld episode of the lighting. You know, when you're in the right lighting and the wrong lighting. There, so, but. Oh
if you're
yeah,
gonna make an
That's-
action figure, right? You need action, especially since he's an action master
Yeah.
homage. His leg
Yep.
needs to go forward, but it doesn't do
a
that.
little. This is the only Super 7 I was willing to spend money on.
innocent
And-
or guilty.
It scales perfectly with Legends figures. Like it is perfect and it looks great. But you know, that's it.
Yeah.
My wife has gotten 6 boxes of Blockies. This is autocorrect primer. So I'm loving the non-transforming.
The
Transformers.
blockies are kind of really cool because it's one of those things that I can do with my kids too as well, and it kind of has
Yes.
introduced them into the Transformers universe too as well, without them going, oh hey, it's a car or whatever. They could go, oh, this is so cute, especially the Defender version of those guys. That
What do you
little more
guys-
chibi style.
Yeah,
I
no,
was famously non-transforming Transformers. Like I was angry about it sometimes.
So denial.
Really?
These
Anger.
silly ass blockies and that Devastator kit changed it.
Just when I'm gonna get out, they pull me back in.
Yeah,
That's
all
it.
that.
I haven't done anything else like the Aldley stuff. I was somewhat tempted, but the 3-0 stuff is a little bit too expensive. If I'm going,
Yeah.
you know, the non-transforming route, I need a little bit better price point.
So
Yeah,
to live-
absolutely.
I was anti non-transforming Transformers, and this
And then
beautiful gentleman sends me out a box of these Aldis, and I have every damn one they've made. Like it's
they're
pulled me
so
in.
good.
The problem is that they're made well, and each subsequent series is made better. Like any mistake they make on a previous release, they're like, "Oh, we'll just fix that right here. Here you go. We listened." And I respect that. Plus, they're licensed by Hasbro. Like they're officially licensed figures.
Do any of
So-
you guys have that Studio Ox looking Optimus Prime that's like 18 inches tall or however tall it is?
I have
No.
the Aldi version.
Mhm.
Is that the one you're talking about? I have
Yeah.
him. He's on order from Shozy. He hasn't shipped yet.
Because I saw a video from somebody on Weibo or whatever, and it was kind of scary how I think it's just because of the ratchets. Like the legs and the limbs are really wobbly. I
Yeah.
just think
Yes.
it's just those tight ratchets.
Yeah, that's my biggest concern on that one is because I saw that same video and I was like, ooh, that looks looser than well, anyway.
Thank Courtney Love. That I canceled my pre-order because of that video.
Yeah,
Because like
I didn't.
that
I
100
didn't.
plus price range.
I'm
and
an
to come
Optimus
out
Prime
flippity
guy.
floppity.
I'm an Optimus Prime
Yeah,
guy. I will get him.
I'm a Studio Ox guy. Like Studio Ox, that is peak Transformers, brother. But nothing. You're not giving. I'm not paying.
I think
100
that
plus.
was kind of still prototype. So that's
I
what I'm
hope.
hoping.
Listen, hopefully your review is like when I see a review 6 months after you get the figure, I will go and try to track one down.
And in case you don't know, Anna and Tully, that's him throwing shots at me because I take about that long to review a new figure. Everyone else has reviewed it before me, and then you get my take on it.
Hey,
So.
I am the same way. I have probably more than 50 toys over here that I have not opened up because I want to make content. Like I have
Yep.
the Ramen Toys tank. Like I've been wanting to open that, and I just haven't had a chance to because I usually stick to 2 reviews a week, and I don't go past that.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
love that. I wish I had a rule like that. I really do. I have the rule of, oh my
It's
god,
here,
this
I gotta play
package
with it.
just came in. I have to rip it open and play with it on screen right now. You know, I'm still 7
but
years old.
there's something to that because of it does capture that initial excitement, right? And that's the key. A lot of times with some of these YouTube videos, it can be very methodical and you don't sense the passion sometimes. Whereas, sometimes when you get your hands right on it and you're doing a video, it may be messy. It may not be it may not be the most polished thing, but you can sense the passion that someone has as they're talking about it too, as well. So,
Yeah.
of course, sometimes I do that. I do that a lot. Sometimes I've tried to do a planned video. I'm still very messy on planned videos, but that's the feeling we want people to have, and I think that's why we do what we do. It's not just about the news or what we're reading. Is deep down we truly love this hobby that we do, and we want to share that love with everyone. And that's what I love about the Transformers community is there's that love all around. We may disagree on certain things, but we're not yelling at each other on it. So there's a few jackasses that do, but most of the time it's very respectful, but ultimately we love it, right? I dabble in the anime world, and it is Fight Club in the anime world. And so, like, if you pronounce a name wrong or you say something wrong about a power, they will destroy you on the internet.
I've been told to stop reviewing, like literally, from folks like that. Autocorrect Primer got his dick in. I don't know if you guys have that, but that is a great figure.
Yeah.
Pastor,
arms are-
sometimes I do unboxings more because I love that I got something. Last night for my, I can't pronounce that.
Frieren. Awesome anime if you're not watching it. So
I'm not.
let's
So
move on.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, that's it. 3-0. This is my favorite bot from Age of Extinction is Lockdown.
So silly.
On that. So I love that gun that attaches to his head. You can see the details in the, I'm going to maximize that a little bit, hopefully, and remove the chat, because look at the bullets right there on the right-hand side. That is just that detail in it. 3-0 does cost a lot, but you do get some premium stuff out of it. But it looks really good. So if you are a Bayverse fan, and here is kind of like the Age of Extinction kind of bots that they've already released for 3-0, or getting ready to release, right there in scale, looks really, really good.
I love the look of Lockdown, but I do find it humorous that, like, dying Optimus Prime, evasion Optimus Prime was able to, like, escape Lockdown like it's nothing. Then Prime
is
gets
true.
this ultra upgrade and is like this knight and unstoppable. Lockdown's like way smaller than him and just totally destroys him at the end of the film. And it's just some of the things just don't work for me in those
Well, the
movies.
other thing is, like, in his robot mode, he's got scars and he's he's got a lot of battle stuff. And then when he transforms, he's a perfectly good looking, car.
Well, that's a nice car. You don't want to scar that car up. What's up, Tredaven?
It's like one thing I like about like these designs is how heroic Optimus looks.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that I don't think that translated well in the movies, and that I think that's a shame.
Yep, I agree with you there. Like some of these toys, like these third-party figures, especially, or whomever, like when you see these figures as is, that's something that on a shelf you're like, that is a hero. That has the look, that has the poise, right? And in the movies, they don't translate. I agree with you fully.
No, Quentin, Lockdown has a neck of steel. He is like he does not skip neck day. So that's why.
You mean a neck of transformium? Let's get it right.
Wah, wah. All right, we're moving on. So for all of y'all that have complained about Magic Square not including a gun with their Bruticus as well as in that kit, QQT Studios has their answer for you, coming courtesy of TM Reviews. So QQT Studios, if you're not very familiar with them, they build liberation kits for a lot of the combiners, but here you go, you got guns and some more hands here. So folks, you will get your gun if you want that QQT. However, I do hate the fact that it took somebody else to put that gun in there and not Magic Square to put that gun there. But
they reissued that Shockwave. That's his gun.
Yeah, that's his gun, but I still want that gun. I want that gun.
So what Shockwave's like?
What's the deal with the hands?
I'm assuming it's because of the way the gun pegs into the hand. That's my assumption on that. Because the hands are perfectly fine with that Bruticus, but I'm assuming that's what it's there for.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Is these 3D printed, by the way?
Yes.
Their 3D printing actually looks really, really good.
The resin style.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not like covered in lines like some
Yeah, I saw
companies.
TM did that review. Didn't QTT do that set where you just take the combined opponents and
Yep.
make your own? That's kind of
Yep.
tempting to get that set.
Yeah, because then you can have all your individual bots, and then you have
Right.
your, Superion or your Menasor, or they have one coming out for Bruticus, which is really cool.
Because then you'd only be down 150. You wouldn't have to buy 2 sets. But we all know we're going to buy fans toys when they do theirs, right?
Yep.
Nope. So anyway, Magic Square, I'm telling you now, just when they released their Bruticus, their masterpiece Bruticus, their Legend Scale Bruticus is probably the best combiner that I've played with. It's very intricate. It's very nice. The Vortex will make you cuss up a storm, transforming it. All of Magic Square stuff makes you want to drive you to alcohol, but they look so good, and that combiner is really really great. And then when they released that masterpiece, Billy and I said, gotta watch out, because they're releasing these masterpiece figures at a better price than like a Fans Toys, X-Transbots, and these guys, and they're building them better, and too as well, and they're making them look very tune accurate.
Well, one thing is nice, like if you worry about diecast or the heft, like they're not as heavy, but they're just as good, if not better.
Yep, I would agree.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, Anna?
I've just been a huge fan of Magic Square since the beginning.
Amen,
I was in on
Anna.
their first Legends figures,
Preach it.
and people were always be like, "Oh, the New Age figures are so much better because they look worse in every way." And for some reason, I think that's cool.
Preach it,
and
Anna.
people just complain about the coloring and the plastic of Magic Square, and I never understood why people didn't like them. And finally, we've gotten to where
Preach
people
it,
are
Anna.
kind of on board.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're
my
going to take up an
goodness.
offering right now for all of this stuff.
Oh,
'cause
no.
Anna just laid it down.
Oh my
Billy, what's your favorite
God.
Legend Scale company?
New Age. So let me state, New Age is my company. I love them to death. They're like my Fans Toys, right? But I can absolutely agree that Magic Square makes beautiful figures. Their Optimus Prime is my favorite Prime of all time.
Absolutely.
I love their Megatron. I love what they do with their combiners. Their Bruticus, their Legends Bruticus, is like creme de la creme of combiners. However, look at New Age Cyclonus and compare that to Magic Square Cyclonus.
I mean,
tell me.
there's a few ugly ducklings in the bunch. So,
Yeah,
but
their Cyclonus wasn't very good. Like,
Yeah.
that's
At
the
all.
thing with any, you mentioned, Jimmy, you mentioned that you like to try to collect everything once you get into a line. That's kind of like my rule is I won't do that. Like, I don't have to get every Magic Square figure just because I like them, because they produce some real poops, right? And so is New Age, right? They both
Yeah.
produce a few figures that are just not good at all. And I
Yeah.
don't own those because I just pick and choose and I put them together and, whatever.
Yeah.
What's up,
I'm in the
Raz?
same. Is Raz with us? What's up?
Raz
Nice
is
to
with
see
us.
you. I'm in that same vein. Like, I basically, all I want is what I feel are the perfect representations of the Gen 1 characters. Derek, you're funny, bro. Of the Gen 1 characters from seasons 1 to the movie, or 1 to season 3. I'm sorry. And I want them to look the way that I envision them. If Magic Square makes the better offering of a character, that's who's on my shelf. If New Age makes it better, then that's who's on my shelf. But yeah, those are just, to me, two companies you can't go wrong with. That's how I'm.
I think it's super
Absolutely.
rational. I think
That's
that's a
it.
very rational approach.
Absolutely. Back to it.
I kind
Yeah.
of do the same thing with Masterpiece. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
well,
yeah.
I used to be Masterpiece only, and for me, it had to be Fans Toys. Like, there's something about pulling those
squeak.
figures out of the styrofoam. There's something about the squeak. When you twist like a thigh swivel, and it's that Fans Toy squeak. But now that I'm in this Legends game, it's like a totally different beast.
And Legends are great when you don't have a lot of room. I mean, that's the thing too, as
Or
well.
money.
So, yeah, all I compare it to the genie from Aladdin. The genie from Aladdin, all
Oof, what do you need?
omnipotent power, itty bitty living space, right? So that's that's what Legend scales are. Now, this one I
Yeah.
am really excited about
What are we
because
talking about here?
I love me some Japanese G1, and Tyrant Toys dropped a bomb here with Star Saber. here.
I saw that.
Yes, this is a, some people say it's chug. It's actually, I believe it or not, it's going to be about a legend scale because Star Saber's a big bot. So he's about the same size as New Age's Devastator. But look at that. And I've got some more pictures here. So here is robot mode and some of the alt modes too as well. But if it looks as good as they showed on the pictures, I am all in. I've already put my dollar deposit down. Now everyone's saying this looks very much like Iron Trans, and I do have a comparison.
Yes.
There's Iron Trans on the right, and there's Tyrant Toys on the left on there. So
it is a good week if you are a Victory Star Saber fan with the updates we got this week.
Yep, we got
It
Iron.
really is.
Go for it, Anna.
So I just wanted to say that this guy, like what I read, is that he's going to be 9.6 inches.
Yep.
And the HasLab is 9 inches.
Yep.
So it is really close to the HasLab in size.
Correct.
So I hate the HasLab. Like I really do not like the HasLab Star Saber. I love the Deathsaurus, right? He is beautiful, but the HasLab Star Saber is terrible in my opinion.
This will replace my HasLab.
I want to get this.
Yep.
Yeah.
I sold my
Hello,
HasLab.
this guy.
Yeah.
I sold mine as well.
Yep. And so that's the Tyrant
I knew we
Toys
had
on the
you
right
on
and the
for a
left.
reason.
You can see some of the differences there. I mean, you can see some design inspirations from Tyrant, from Iron Trans. Also, here's the alt mode. Iron Trans on the bottom, Tyrant Toys on the top.
Tyrant
right
Toys
there.
is so sleek, man.
It
It
is.
looks like it came off of one of the cells.
It looks faster. It looks faster.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Iron Trans is huge too.
Iron
Like
Trans.
if anyone's ever
that's a
seen
big
it, it is
boy.
enormous. It's like 14 inches tall.
Yeah, and
Really big.
here's the deal at X Transbots. If you're listening, Iron Trans is, and we got some more news with them, but we need your Deathsaurus because your Deathsaurus is going to scale with Iron Trans's Victory Saber, because your Deathsaurus is huge too as well. But we haven't heard anything about.
I mean,
their
they got to be
Deathsaurus.
due, right? Because
Yeah.
like Abaddon came out of nowhere. Like there was no updates. I think we saw something at either BotCon. They had like a gray model, and then all of a sudden, hey, it's out now.
Yeah, and he's got hugs in his alt mode. So
yeah,
Yeah,
people have
I
been
wish that was
generating-
never pointed out to me.
I know. I loved it. I
And-
saw that. And it was like, no. But for those of y'all that did miss out on Iron Trans's Star Blade, he is getting a reissue. Color's going to be a bit more vibrant, a bit more poppy than the initial release. I'm curious if they're redoing it because of this announcement here of Victory Leo. And I'm curious if they're doing that re-release of Star Blade, if we're seeing... I want to see the joints tolerances between this one and the original one. And if they're going, this re-release is going to be better with Victory Leo because it's going to be able to handle the boots and stuff like that versus the original one. Who knows?
Well,
I don't know.
If you want this, get on it because I think it's only limited to 500 pieces.
Yep. Shozy
Ooh.
has it right now. And I ordered 2 of them. If I can pay for 2 of them, I don't know. I ordered 2 of them.
So, can I just jump in real quick? TF Arc Legends, who I just spoke so highly of,
Oh,
just
no.
stated, wild opinion, the Craftsman Toys Computron is
Ooh.
a better combiner than all 3 Magic
Let's
Square
save that
Legends
for a little bit later
combined.
because I have some news
yeah.
a little bit later
That's burying
from
the
Magic
lead.
Square. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's throwing the gauntlet down. But
That's
let's
almost a whole show in itself.
that's it.
It
But
is.
Wow,
It's
look
a
at
fun
that.
show.
Look at this Victory Leo. It is gorgeous. And
Yeah.
here
I love
he
the
is
gold.
in the combine mode with the prototype there. So you could have, the chest piece or without, if you want to be more true G1-ish, you can have it your true G1-ish, or you can have a little bit more stylized there too as well. I love that you get the options. And then there is the combined, super form right there. And the reason why I love Victory, I love the story of how Victory Leo came about, because God Genrai gives his life to save Star Saber, and then Perceptor and Wheeljack and Minerva transplant the brain of God Genrai into this body, and it's just so cool. It's just a cool story.
Yeah.
But what do you think about that? Finally, we're getting it. We're getting somewhere with Iron Trans. We've been waiting a long time.
People can finally retire their KFC Simba. People have had
Yes.
that freaking KFC symbol on
That-
their MP Star Saber for like 200 years now, so they can finally put that thing away
Ha!
and get
Yep.
a new one.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
probably going to go in an underground game. I've got both of them. It's going to be in an underground game. He's going to be gone because this will be my new victory saber.
Yeah, this is just beautiful. Tulip, what do you think, man? Kind of
I
quiet
like
on this
it.
one.
So like I have priorities. Like so my funds toys that I want are prioritized. Right now I am just trying to work on like season 1 through 3 stuff. So I don't have a Devastator because I sold my Toy World. So I'm
Oh
focusing
no!
I'm focusing on the Fans Toys Devastator. And I was gonna do X Transbots for robot mode, but man, the more and more I see of MMC,
That MMC looks
I
great.
want to make
So
those
good.
as my robot mode. So to make a long story short, yes, I really like this, but it's not a priority right now.
Yeah, I
Maybe
understand
down
priority.
the
Seasons
road.
1 to 3, and then we can move on.
Because I'm so close. There's just there's a few missing pieces.
Billy
It's a handful
knows
at this point.
I'm a sucker for robots with swords, and if there's a robot and he has a sword in his hand, I will get it. So that that is it for me. That's what I love about the samurai line of Iron Factory that they have. They all have swords or some kind of weapon. It's really cool.
Wait,
Uh,
is that a segue?
No,
Okay.
we talked about it last week, and it kind of hurt
Oh,
Billy's
yeah.
feelings. So no, I'm just kidding. 'Cause but I want to show you this. This is the last video I have. This is from a company, Weijing. I believe they were the ones that did that Omega Supreme, correct?
Yes,
And they also
for
have been
like
doing
20
a lot of
bucks.
yeah, and they're doing a lot of like the Chinese vehicles and stuff. Let's watch this video. And this is from their official page. So we get a Chinese transport.
Is that Stratosphere?
I don't know what it is. I know it's the
beautiful
China's
alt mode.
military vehicle.
Yeah, that alt
I was
mode is
thinking this might go
gorgeous.
cool with the Overdrive series, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Do we get to see a bot mode?
Yes. It's just it's building up. The music has to build up a little bit.
Anticipation.
Anticipation is everything. I can just see Harrison Ford saying, "Get off my plane." All right. So anyway,
It's clean. It's really clean.
it is. It's going to be a
Look
pain
at
in the
all
ass
those
to transform.
panels.
It's going to be a pain in the ass.
Oh, that
It looks very
is
Gundamish.
so Gundam.
Very
Yeah, that-
Gundam.
And honestly, I think that would fit in with that Overdrive
Yeah,
series.
I would love the John Woo kind of guns there.
Yep.
It would be cool if you could replace the engine parts with like missiles.
Or at least attach those Hasbro blast effects,
Yeah.
right, on those little pegs. Like, that'd be awesome. This Jumbo Jet was tempting, but I'm holding out for the Touch Toys one from Jason.
Yeah, between Weijing and Touch Toys, I'm always confused who's who sometimes.
I know, right? They may be the same company. You never know. But there they are. It is very Gundam-like on that. But the reason why I put that in is because it does kind of remind me of that Overdrive look. And I was like, man, that would be kind of cool to start building your own original story around that. So, any thoughts?
Don't get me
Any
started
thoughts?
on a new collection.
I love military vehicles. I've always been a fan of that. My dad was in the Air Force, took me to a lot of air shows. For a while there, Starscream was my favorite Transformer because he was an F-15. But yeah, I think it looks good. I don't know if it's going to be priority on my list, but it looks really good.
Yeah,
I think
definitely
Tilly was
not a
going to say
priority
something.
for me. I was just going to say it's definitely not a priority to me. Like what I said earlier, what I'm looking for, and I think it's really cool what they do, but a lot of times I overlook them just because they don't. They're kind of doing what Kang's Toys is doing a little bit more. They're just
Original
they're
stuff.
pulling away from the source material they're stealing from, and doing their own thing. But like I said, if you like this, like I respect what they're doing because a lot of these look gorgeous. It's as a transformer collector, it's not for me.
Yeah. No, I agree. Anna, what are your thoughts?
If it was red, I'd probably get it to put on the Gundam collection.
Oh, that
Right?
would be cool.
Go right
Yes,
there with the other Charmax. So it'd be great.
that
But
would be great.
I do like it. Like it's cool. I need it to fit somewhere probably because I'm just not a military collector. So that doesn't do it for me. I need it to
Yeah.
have some sort of reference to it. It's
And I
neat
think,
though.
yeah, I think that's what's cool because if you are a military kind of like collector, this kind of fills that gap. Like with the people with the touch toys, the ships that make it's making that big ass combiner. They're collecting all of those, and that's the cool thing even about King's toys is like there's an audience for it somewhere. I mean, it's not necessarily your G1 purists, no, but some of the original, some of the like the Moshow Toys stuff that's out, that's very Gundam like too as well. Is looking really really good. But I love we live in an age where we have a lot of choices, and it's just too cool. I remember when we were kids, there was just one game on the block, my friend, and two. There was Hasbro, and then there was the cheap Dollar General, whatever you can get there. So, but now we got so many choices. It's so good.
So Quentin says he has a cousin in the Army, and she got to co-pilot one of those planes.
Oh, wow.
That-
Very cool.
Yeah, that
So
is cool.
back to TF Arc because Magic Square, because that's what we believe it is. Looks very DX9-ish, which is still going to be Magic Square, but this was a leak that came out. Thank you to, let me pull up and give credit where credit is due. A lot of the stuff I've already pulled was from their official sites. This is from Weibo user Young Master Tanuki's Cute Time. And looks like the next combiner, if this is Magic Square, is Computron.
It was funny. This guy was like, I don't know what this is, but somebody sent it to me, and here it is. And then he did a transformation video. I just thought that was so funny.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious. That's definitely got to be Magic Square though, because look at the hands. You've got the hands, like that's Magic Square hands.
Yeah,
and the Magic Square tabbing, like the way that they have that cute little like puzzle piece. I don't know how else to word it. Like it screams Magic Square, and I will buy that in a heartbeat.
I can tell you've been with Magic Square since the beginning, Billy, because those are like the hallmarks of Magic Square, right? The way they tab together with their little puzzle piece design, the way the hands all look the same on every single figure, which is both a consistency and also terrible in some ways. Definitely Magic Square. I'm in though. Like they do a Computron. I love Computron and I love Magic Square. So
so Magic Square just told Craftsman Toys, hold my beer, and we're gonna bring something out. So we'll see. Craftsman Toys is your Legends Computron for right now.
It's funny how
that's getting replaced.
It's funny how Craftsman Toys and Bingo Toys announce a Computron, and then all the big dogs just pile on. Nope, we're doing Computron. We're doing Computron, and so are we.
What was it? Same thing like Mecha Invasion started the Devastator trend.
Yep, I was just about to say we just got over the Devastator wars. Here comes the Computron wars.
And another thing, I want
a damn Defensor war. All we got is MMC right now. I want a damn Defensor war.
A lot of times these third-party companies see what Hasbro's making in China, and then they start fast-tracking this stuff.
Yep.
And it makes me wonder, could Hasbro be doing this as a combiner after Bruticus?
I would love a Hasbro Computron.
Because Anna, didn't you say something about Nexus and Scattershot being very similar?
There's some Scattershot feeling to him. Yeah, you could make a Scattershot out of that without a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah, you could.
Quentin says that light speed looks like a red crayon without its wrapper. I can't.
The original toilet's like.
I would say the toy, the cartoon, like that's what I'm a cartoon purist. Like I like them looking simple. So this is like guarantee I'm spending the money on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I think like Talib, I keep saying Talib, golly.
It's funny because everybody says it differently. So
I know, right? I'll say it 4 million different ways today. But you brought up a good point about them seeing Hasbro's design, but also Hasbro doing their little bit of reverse engineering, because I've been seeing lately in some of their work, some of the Magic Square trademarks or New Age trademarks and stuff like that, and what they're doing and stuff. And that's what's great.
Takara have earned that. That's free market that's
free research.
Yeah,
Yep.
free R&D by letting these third-party companies make these figures. Now, I'm sorry, I'm going to cut us off because the one and only Autocorrect Primer states, yes, I believe they are making a Computron, but I can't say. Now,
You just said
Glib,
it.
I don't know if you and Anna are friendly with Derek or not, if you're familiar with him, but he gets a lot of inside information that comes true.
Okay.
So let's
Very
prepare
nice.
for a Computron.
That's
Thank
it.
you, Derek. Happy
Thank you, Derek.
birthday. I know it's coming up.
And so this just the title is KO. And did we need another MP10 KO? I say when I see this one, yes, we do. It is a Shattered Glass Optimus Prime, and like you said on your last, the Magic Square, and I watched y'all's Decepticast. He said, "Hey, no shattered window. This one does have the shattered window here, but I like the deeper purple on this one." And I think I have there it is in bot mode and some different poses, but I think I have the comparison shot, there with the original there. So but any thoughts on this KO MP10? Did we need another KO MP? And he's only like $50, so I'm curious at the quality.
I would imagine there's a market always. I will have to say, like, the darker gray on his chest makes him look more sleek.
Yes, makes him
Yep.
look a bit more evil.
I like the darker tones personally.
Yep.
I feel like if you currently don't have an MP10 on your shelf anymore, this gives you an excuse to get one cheaply that's different than other ones. So you can be like, it's a unique version of an Optimus, but I still get to keep an MP10 in some way or another. Because the MP10 is just a really cool piece of toy history.
Yeah.
Like, it really
Yeah.
changed what we expected from Masterpiece. It made standardization, and it was just a really cool toy. So it's a good
Yeah.
reason to get an MP10 again.
Now, what trailer is that, if anyone knows? Because it's not with this KO. Because
Looks like
Oh.
it's MP Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. Well, I guess it wasn't that dark, was it?
no. So
I don't know what trailer that is.
And by the way, credit where credit's due. This is from Shentu Toy Box from Weibo on that. So
Talking about MP10, right? That was probably the most fun transformation like ever. Like that thing going back and forth, it hit every feel that you wanted. I loved going back and forth with that.
Ooh, and I do like even on this guy, he does have the broken kind of, face mask there. So
A little bit, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And his antenna. Or is
well,
that just
that was from bad
Photoshop
masking.
I was like, man, that'd be so cool to have a broken antenna like that.
Oh, we can make that happen, Billy. So just let me transform it. It'll happen in no time. So, and then this is just a teaser because I want to do a whole show on these. But Metal Card Bot, they're bringing the cartoon to the U.S. It's a South Korean cartoon. You can catch it on YouTube. Abyss or whatever they're called, Toys has these on pre-order. This is the first wave of these bots. Of course, in Korea they have many, many more. I love the look of these guys, and I am this close to pulling the trigger on buying this first wave because I want to play with them because it looks like something that's very, very fun.
They look like a blast.
And so I want to do a whole show kind of because there's a lot of bots to show off that they're showing a lot of pictures of and a lot of them combined too as well. But what are y'all's thoughts on the Metal Card Bots? Because Metal Card Bots has been around for a little bit in Korea, I think since 2023, right?
So I feel like people are going to wait until it gets localized officially to like try it, but it's in English already, right? You could just go watch it in YouTube and understand the episodes. And it's a nice coherent robot cartoon. So if you want to see a robot cartoon where the robots and the humans actually interact in a meaningful way, like it does it, right? Like it pulls it off. It's unique. It's interesting. The designs are a little rough because of the eyes on the windshield.
Yeah,
like that can be a little off-putting if you're not
it's
like
cars.
a cars person.
South Korea cars.
Right? But the designs are really good and the show's coherent. So I'd say, it's worth a try for people who just love their transforming robot stuff.
I think it looks fun.
My thought is how it looks like cars, and it's off. That's kind of off-putting for me.
Now, Paul over at Collecticon Says, what the F is that? Is that Kicker as a car? And now I can't unsee that.
I know. But that's all I got from the news stuff. So thank you all for bearing with us through this. There was a lot more. Like I said, I could have put about 300 slides in there and just talked about that all friggin' night long.
Oh, brother, you and me, no slides.
That's it.
Don't get
That's
any ideas, Caleb, for tomorrow night. No,
A lot of
300
this stuff's
slides
already
needs
in my
there.
slideshow, so
I was going to say,
300
if you need
slides.
any of it, I'll send you the files. But that middle card bots, yeah, I can't wait. Part of it reminds me a little bit of when after G1 continuity of Transformers ended, when we started getting the Brave series going through, and you started getting a little bit. It just has that wonder and that kid wonder and stuff like that to it. So I think it's great.
I'm actually really interested.
I think
to
they look
see-
fun.
I'm actually really interested to see because, in the last few years, BotCon brought in 52 toys from Beastbox fame to
Yeah.
do their cons, and now they're switching over to Metal Carbot as a co-sponsor.
So are we
for
going
the
to see
show.
exclusives from them, right?
Right. What if they did like a Shatterglass repaint of a Metal Carbot character?
That would be kind of cool.
That'd
That'd be fun.
Closer than Beastbox by a long shot, right? The Beastbox was such a stretch. It was like, why do I want this? Because it's like,
has
But
52
this is-
toys. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, is 52 toys moving out of transforming toys? Because I saw a lot of action figures at Wonderfest this weekend. A lot.
No, they still have a few of their boxed ones that are in their pipeline, but you're right. I haven't seen a lot of them like they've been doing. I've been seeing
just
more
seemed like they
action
were-
figures.
No,
They
they've had all
churning
sorts
out.
of cool stuff coming out these days. They're
Yeah,
doing this line
look,
where they make
showing it
the
off, show off all the good stuff. Let me maximize that.
fancier,
Maximize.
higher end.
That looks great.
Yeah, I know. I still haven't got a chance to open it yet, but it is so cool, right? Like, it's very fun. It just reminds me of some random things.
Yeah.
A
I
fun
went to
little
their the 5.2 store in Atlanta, and I was a little disappointed in it because they only dedicated just a very little bit to the Beast box. Most of it was dedicated to their blind box stuff that they had. But it was pretty cool because they had a little display where I could play with them and stuff like that. And my wife's like, are we ready to go? I'm like, well, just a little bit longer, So I was like, just let me play with my toys, all that. So,
I think a certain viewpoint can see the same thing with Blockies, though, right? Because Blockies, to us, has put out 500,000 Transformers Blockies, but they've done everything else too. They've made everything
The
from
licenses
Ultraman
they're
to
getting,
Hatsune
yeah.
Miku, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they have a lot of Pokemon figures
Yep.
that haven't made it to the U.S. yet, probably for
Spider-Man
licensing
hasn't made it to
issues.
the U.S. yet either. Spider-Man, yeah. The Star Wars haven't yet either on that, the Mandalorian box. I have a store here in Knoxville, Tennessee that I go to, Utopia Toys and Models. If you want to shop their website, they have a website. You get 20% off if you use my reviewer code GBA 2026. But they import a lot of the Japanese version. So I bought a box of the Spider-Man blockies on that, so I can't wait to play with those.
I can't wait for your opinion on those because I want a Green Goblin.
Yeah. Oh, hey, if I get one, I'll give it to you.
No, it's all good, brother. I'll buy them off you.
There we
One
go.
of the advantages they have getting that Marvel stuff out so quickly. Nobody has Marvel rival stuff in that video game.
No,
On fire,
Yes.
bro.
that's it. Todd McFarlane doing statues. That's the only thing right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't buy any of that McFarlane stuff. I
No.
think like
Not
I can
even
get
those-
back into it.
Not even
Not
those
even what?
1/3 scale heads that McFarlane's doing for Transformers.
No.
I
The
do.
Megatron,
Hey,
Bumblebee.
I do buy McFarlane for my DC figures as well as the Fallout figures. Like some of the other things that they do, McFarlane does well. I did get that Justice League Batmobile. I backed that. It looks really good. And so, but it's interesting because next year that license fully goes to Mattel, and so you see Todd branching out into the Marvel, to Fallout, to Doom, to some of these other franchises to kind of bring that up. But he's saving the best for last because we're getting the '89 Joker and we're getting some other really, really cool figures. And what's cool is that '89 Joker, even though he didn't have the license to the likeness because it's based off the comic book, it looks kind of like Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. Well, you know it's crazy. He signed that deal with Hasbro to produce Transformer toys, and the only thing he's done recently, those 3 heads, and then what?
And the
two
punchers.
page
The
punchers.
Yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind
It's-
Transformers action figure because I know that Hasbro's like, if it's going to transform, Hasbro has to do that exclusively on that. But I wouldn't mind, like, because with the popularity of, and we'll, like I said, I know we're going to save it for a show, but we'll talk about it now. I mean, with the popularity of non-transforming Transformers, how cool would it be to have 7-inch Transformer action figure, 7-inch scale or 1/12 scale action figures that you can pose like an Aldi or something like that.
Well, and to add to
Let me
that,
try that once.
he does page punchers. That is comic book like influenced. Who has one of the hottest comic books right now?
Yeah, partner with Skybound. That would be so good. I want my flipping off cliff jumper.
My issue is, like, I grew up on McFarlane, right? Like, Spawn dropped when I was young, and major influences. I bought all those Spawn figures, but he has that one thing where he won't make a cut in a figure if it breaks like that perfect
Yeah.
statuesque look.
Yeah, no
So
thigh
I
swivel.
lose posability just because he doesn't want to see a break in the lines. And you can't tell me you're going to make a posable figure and take away the posability from it.
I think you can
Sorry,
do that
it
with
drives me-
Transformers, though.
No, he'll
Right?
probably be like, "Oh, I really like the way that screw looks. I don't want a line going through it." And no disrespect to Todd. Like, I grew up idolizing Todd. Like, it's just I don't care for like his decisions on articulation with figures.
Well, yeah.
Remember
Yeah, go for it.
We
Anna.
tried 6-inch Transformers. Remember? We tried.
Oh, Red?
them.
No,
put
Red was
down.
horrible.
Red. Boo,
Red was
Red.
horrible. We don't even talk Red. Aldi, the Aldi line is everything Red should have been.
They're very
Right?
good.
Like they're
Yeah.
so good. And the fact that, like, if they're gonna make Brawn or Shrapnel, like these smaller bots, they're like, you know what? We're gonna charge you the same price, but we're gonna give you 3 of them in one box. So they're scaled properly, and you're getting what like the last one was what? Ratbat, Brawn, and Shrapnel or Bombshell was just one set. And for $10, like that's amazing. Like, I would have loved for Hasbro to do that with Red. So I feel like Aldi's everything Red should have been. Great articulation, great build, great paint. I'm-
Way to go,
I'm
Billy.
sure
We lost Todd McFarlane.
Todd's writing me hate mail right now. I'm gonna open my email and it's like,
I don't
"Dear
know.
Billy."
Hopefully I don't know if I don't think McFarlane will see my review on that Lucy McLean figure that I did where that ankle broke, and I got so pissed off at it. I ended up I put the video out, and just normally I would do all sorts of cool action shots, and I just said, no, I'm not going to do that because this figure just made me mad. And because the ankle was so weak.
Yeah, that stunk. I'm sorry about that. Now, really quick, Jason, I'm sure autocorrect primer is probably actually friends with Todd due to his years in the comic book industry. So this video will probably just get snuck in a little email, and Todd will be knocking on my door.
That's it. In his Spawn outfit coming up, is Billy here?
Wanda, Paul, bro, I have such a love for you. I love the way you think, and I love working with you. But really, Red ruled, bro.
All right, so let's see one Red figure, right? They made that recent Generationsified knockout from Prime, and it's terrible. The Red knockout is a much better version of knockout, and probably the only knockout figure we have that looks anything like him. So, like, there were purposes of Red. Like, it lets me have a good knockout figure. The Soundwave is actually really nice. The Megatron's really nice.
The
But as a
Prime
line, it was terrible.
Starscream. The Prime Starscream was fantastic. Although he didn't get actually produced, but the Starscream from Prime, I got to review that, was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. But it never got mass produced.
I was gonna say there some at the tail end that didn't get produced, but there was pre-production samples.
Yep.
So weird how they just dropped it. Well, I guess
they
not.
just dropped.
Write it off.
My thing is, like, they could have scaled it. I mean, even if they just scaled them properly, I would have been more into it.
Yeah,
But when
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee's the same height as Optimus Prime, I
So
can't.
big.
Yeah, Bumblebee looks at Prime and is like, "What's up, little buddy?" Deep voice and all.
The Bumblebee's so big and so ugly. I love it. I collect Bumblebee, so I have to have my, I have to wear my Bumblebee
I love the hoodie.
skin,
That
and
looks great.
yeah, this is from is it Snuggables? I think they're called something like that. Yeah, it's really nice. It actually rolls up and transforms into a car. You roll
Oh,
it
that
up
is
and then
too
it's a pillow,
cool.
but it's shaped
That
like
is
a
too
car,
cool.
like kind of looks like a bean that you can kind of pretend is a car,
Uh-oh,
but
Billy's gonna break out his Snuggable.
Nice.
I saw him.
No,
right
no,
now.
I'm breaking out the Aldi Bumblebee. Who, I
Yeah,
don't know
Here,
if you
I'll
know,
significantly
maximize
better.
it. Here we go. Here we go. Here you go, Billy. I made you bigger.
but like, look at me, I'm big now, Mom. I'm a big kid now. Like that is so clean, so well done, and so posable. I love it. Absolutely love it. I mean, look, they even sculpted little wheels in the feet. Like that's so cool. So that's all. Since
Yeah,
you're a
very
Bumblebee
cool.
fan.
So, changing gears a little bit here, and so asking
That's a
some
great
official
episode.
questions. Uh,
You're welcome.
so, what is on the horizon for Decepticast here? So, what are some things that y'all are looking forward to in this new year?
Well, I think one of the big things, what was it, 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, we started reading Energon Universe and reviewing it, like kind of like a little mini book club on the show.
Yep.
So I
Awesome.
think we're on Transformers issue 2 and Void Rivals issue 6 for this week.
Okay.
So if I can cut in, I loved that Anna pointed out that there's no chapter breaks. So if you don't own those original comics, right? Like we all have the single releases, or most of us have the single releases. If you don't have those, you don't know where that chapter break really is, because everything flows pretty well with
Yep.
what they've done. So that when I watched that episode, I was like, oh, that would drive me nuts if I bought those. Like
There was a week I messed it up. Like Caleb kept showing pictures because I was like, oh yeah, that's the last frame of the comic. We're done. And then he kept showing more pictures. I was like, oh crap. I thought the comic ended. Oh no.
Oh no, that's
I didn't
bad.
actually read that.
That's
Crap.
yeah, that
That's-
makes it rough.
But that's cool. Like doing that book club review, and I think I saw that in your latest episode. Just kind of like the spread of pages that you have there. You kind of share a little bit of your thoughts on that too as well. Man, I tell you what, Skybound, that is Transformers for adults. It's what we want. It's awesome.
Yes.
It is bloody beautiful. I mean, that you knew it was going to be a different comic when the very first. I don't even know if it was the
It's
first
the last
page where
panel of the first issue. Squunch.
Oh, yeah. Or even like where they said, you know what, screw Bumblebee, and we're just going to shoot him in the face and kill him right
Yep.
there.
Like 3 pages in, you're like, wait, what just happened? What am I really reading this?
Well, it's like,
And Anna goes,
I had to cover my eyes.
it's like you meet Sparkplug. He's a war vet, PTSD, alcoholic. Spike is just disenfranchised. His brother was murdered or killed in an accident, and it's like we're dealing with trauma. I mean, and like you see that with Optimus Prime. Those first couple of panels, like if you interpret that, they're comparing Optimus with Sparkplug, with just the war, what it's done to them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I loved when Optimus stepped on the deer. Like just they were able to show his compassion right then. They're like, wait, this is such a fragile world.
And then
what are we going
juxtapose that with Starscream just squishing, doing that thing where he just squishes that pilot. No regard for life.
One of the greatest panels in like history. Quentin's asked a few questions. I'm sorry, guys. But he wants to know when a new set of Monstructor Transformers will be coming out. I would like to know that as well.
There's a rumor.
But I know there is. I was just going to say, I believe there's a rumor that we're going to be seeing that.
Yeah, kind of.
What's that?
Kind of based off of that core class, those Dinobots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because technically Dino King was a remold of Monstructor 400 years ago, so now it can be Monstructor's a remold of Dino King, I suppose. I think that Dino King combiner is really, really, really good.
I like
for
it.
A core class,
the individual
it's
figures.
Fun. Yeah.
I would have wanted to open them one at a time as the Dinobots. It would have been like, ew, why is this so simple? Why isn't it very good? But 6 together was a really fun experience. I really enjoyed it. So making that into Monstructor, I'm on board.
Yeah. That DNA kit that they make for that Dino King makes it look really, really good too. Yeah. I just hate that you have to buy an extra, little bit just to get the extra feed or something like that. But I love, Dino King's one of my favorite characters from the Victory show. He's just like this bumbling kind of, doesn't get the respect that he deserves that. So, well, neither does Lio Kaiser. He doesn't get that respect either because Death Saurus just is. He reminds me of Megatron. He just puts everyone down and says, "I'm the boss. I'm the king. You're going to do everything I tell you to do." So, but anyway, so that's cool. That's going on. What else do y'all got going on as well? What are some other things maybe you're like, and if you can't tell me, if you're like, hey, it's a surprise, but what are some things that may be cooking that you've been going, hey, these are some thoughts or some ideas? Because I know with us as the Forge, this is our year 2. And so some things we're looking at, and we're not ready to kind of roll it out yet, but just how do we involve the community a bit more? How do we maybe give a voice to people who don't have a YouTube channel, but yet they want to share their passion and share their love, or don't have a Facebook page or something like that, and they just need somewhere to kind of just share this kind of stuff, right? So those are some things that we're just thinking through, and we want to do it the right way. We don't want to just rush anything too as well. But what about you all?
So we've done some deep dives and rants in recent episodes that I think Caleb and I both really enjoy, when the other one gets a figure that they're just very passionate about for good and bad reasons, right? It can be either like a rant of love or a rant of hate. I think we really enjoy that. So that kind of deep dive into a specific figure can be really fun every once in a while to pepper into an episode. Because like you all do, we do the long form news. So having a little breakup where we take a break to say, oh, here's everything I love and hate about Studio Series 86 Thundercracker a few weeks ago was a lot of fun for me to be able to kind of break that up.
I still haven't got my hand on that figure.
It's really fun. Really good.
I want it. I do want it.
I'm not buying it.
But that's cool with the rants. Now, each of y'all have your own YouTube channel as well, correct?
I don't really. No, I don't really have a YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account that I barely update. I'm not much of a social media person, but I'm also like, we're kind of in like a short break on TFLP. So we'll be back on that, and I'll have lots of things to talk about, but that'll be a minute before we're ready to talk about that.
Now, Talib, what's on the? I know you do have an individual channel too, as well.
I have my own individual channel. I am hoard out on all the social media. So if you throw a rock at like your phone and on a social media app, I probably have an account there.
Yeah,
and a lot of it's just like posting news, shorts, and reels. And then that's what I kind of compile into the slideshow for Decepticast. And then on my channel I do like a recap. Like if I'm making the asset, I want to use it. So, but a lot of it is action figure related too, on top of Transformers.
Nice. I've seen that. Yeah.
Review, pre-record. It drops super early in the morning. I kind of do. It drops after Decepticast. Part of the reason is I like to listen to stuff on my commute sometimes, and if that drops at like 1:30 in the morning, people can listen to that on the commute the next day. And then also Decepticast is on the Figure Fight Club channel, and I do a lot of co-hosting stuff on there. We do Tuesday nights open mic, like I mentioned earlier. Anybody can hop in. If you guys want to come in on a Tuesday night and just BS with other collectors and meet some other people. I mean, we have other streamers that go on there. It's not always Transformers focused, but it's a really good time.
Nice.
And then on Friday nights, we on Figure Fight Club, we'll interview either other YouTubers. Sometimes we've talked to toy photographers. We've I don't know if you ever heard of D Amazing. He's one of the bigger guys that we've interviewed. We've had some toy developers on there.
Darius is the best.
And then on Saturday nights we go back to my channel, and we started a show called Men on Films, and we a bunch of us to get together. We talk movies. We do tier rankings of movies. We just kind of discuss movies. But yeah, that's kind of like in a nutshell what I do. It's a lot.
Let me ask you, what was your tier ranking for Maximum Overdrive?
So we haven't done anything Maximum Overdrive. We've only done two tier shows. We've done
Which would be good at Transformer collaboration.
Yeah.
I would kill for a Maximum Overdrive Transformer collab. Don't get me started. But anyway, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. But yeah, that's mainly we've only done two tiers. That's a 2-tier rating. One was Christmas movies, and then last week we did sports movies in celebration of the Super Bowl.
Nice.
But yeah, it's just
Nice.
mainly we get together and BS, and then sometimes we make each other mad because we were disqualifying a bunch of sports movies because they weren't really sports movies.
Like Angels in the Outfield.
We didn't disqualify that one. We disqualified Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Really?
Yeah,
I would agree.
This out.
Sports movie.
Yeah,
It's-
sports adjacent.
It's
What do you
yeah,
know
I would agree
about
with that.
Ray Finkel?
I would agree with that. When I think sports movie, I think Major League
Yeah.
or
Major
Major
League
League
1 and
2,
2.
Necessary Roughness.
Yep. Necessary. Another one.
Yeah, all those ones. Angels in the Outfield. Yes, I love that one. And The Rookie, Funky Butt Lovin'. Yes, so all those
All right.
are really, really good. Peace for My Heart asked me a question. He said, hey, Jimmy G got me into Voltron. Can't wait for my reborn Beastmaster Voltron to arrive in 2 months from Shozy. I wonder what Jimmy will think of that. Mine's on the way too. I will let you know. I am a huge Voltron fan. I did get the order, the Blitzway Legendary Defender one. That one's hopefully coming in March. And be looking out. Hopefully this week I should have the Albagos Voltron 2 out on review on that, which is the Voltron that nobody really talks about, but I think he's a little underdog that everyone should talk about because he's pretty cool. He's got 6 arms, gosh darn it. So but anyway, thank you. Peace for my heart. I'm glad I got you into Voltron. That just makes my heart so happy on that. So Voltron's my favorite. What do y'all think about Voltron? Let's just get into that. Billy, we're gonna just go off the rails here. Voltron, yes or no?
I enjoyed that legendary
Yes.
Defender show, and I wish somebody else other than Blitzway would do that because Blitzway's so expensive.
I know.
But
There was somebody else, and it was expensive too. Ryobot did it,
Yeah.
and it was bad because the legs didn't even connect. Like you had to hold it by the bottom of the legs in order to carry it where you needed to go. And
I
so-
remember when you did that review. I felt
yeah,
really
it was like
bad.
$600 for that thing, and I'm probably gonna sell it. I'm doing a booth at an anime show that's gonna be here next month, so that one will probably be one that'll be in that booth for sale. So of course these are like 18-year-old introverts that probably have $5 to their name. But anyway, I'll just get 100 of them to get together. Hey, y'all can buy this one toy. So, but I wish they didn't remove Legendary Defender from Netflix. I don't know if it's because they lost the
really?
license. Yeah,
No
it's no
idea.
longer on Netflix.
That's
that was
terrible. That was a good
really
show.
great reboot. Yeah. Yeah, it was
Well,
not even a reboot. It was a continuation of the story.
The
on
original,
that too,
yep.
as well. Yeah.
Quentin just subbed to you to live.
I
So
appreciate that. Thank
yeah,
you.
man.
Nice.
And
There we go.
Derek loves his
Really?
Voltron.
You know the other thing that was cool about that Legendary Defender, the Lions had like sentient. They were sentient, and like
Yep.
they were more characters than they were just a tool. Like the
Yeah.
Yep.
show.
The interesting
Very
thing is,
different.
if you haven't gotten a chance to watch the Japanese version, Go Lion, it is a totally different show.
So different.
Yeah, because the way they did the dialogue for the English version is they just kind of looked at the action and said, let's just write a story around it on that. Because they didn't have any translators. And so they're just like, let's figure out what's going on and we'll write a story. Let's remove some of the blood and guts and we'll be good on it. So, but yeah, that Japanese version's brutal. It's brutal.
Here you
But-
go. So Derek came in. They lost the license. However, it'll be on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
I have
Yeah, I
Amazon.
get to watch it with commercials. So I know we're coming close to the witching hour, and that's where both Billy and I kind of turn into pumpkins and things like that. But it's been awesome having you all on. This has been a pleasure. A lot of times when we have first-time guests on, we don't know what to expect. And y'all have been a joy and a pleasure, and we would love to have y'all on again. And maybe we'll do our own little top 10, and kind of y'all just show off your top 10 figures so
Oh,
far
I
that you
love
have or
a
whatever.
top 10. 2026, midway through the year, like best figures we've gotten so far.
Now, are you all Beast Wars fans?
Yeah, I like Beast Wars.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Because wait till you have there's a Beast Wars shows that's coming because it's gonna be great. It's gonna be epic.
It's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah.
We've
But we
got a
would
special coming up.
yeah but we would love to have y'all on again sometime. It'll be great. But if you don't mind just
guys
telling
gotta-
us
You guys
where
got
we
to
can-
visit Septicast too.
we would
yeah,
love to.
we want to be on
We
there
would
too
love
as
to.
well. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let us know when and
Yep.
we'll be there with bells
We'll
on.
figure it out.
If you guys ever want to do an episode on weird stuff, you got to invite me, all right? 'Cause
Oh,
I'm all about the
oh,
weird
we
stuff,
love
right?
weird.
Let's do
We
weird
love
stuff.
weird.
Yes, absolutely. Anna,
All
we'll
ready to come talk about
I think
prehistory robots.
I think I friend requested you, so yeah, definitely we'll reach out and stuff like that too as well.
Great.
So
So
and
just in case
then
you guys want to know what that show is, we've got Derek saying Billy's Revenge.
yeah, it is funny. It's all in fun though. But where can we
it's
find y'all
pure
again,
fun.
just so that everyone can know? You said you're hoard out on all the social media.
Yeah.
Will they be excited or disappointed at your OnlyFans?
Oh shit! I haven't started an OnlyFans yet.
You should you should just to have it all. Just to
Yeah.
have it all.
Tim, you say you
checked
did
out.
them all. You got to do
Yeah.
them all.
Yeah,
And just do like you would do on your
action
YouTube
figure
channel.
feet. I'll just do action figure.
I'm going to
feet.
start my own. Just call it Only Figs. As
Only Figs, nice,
Only
nice.
figs would be great.
Here's
Yeah.
Optimus's feet covered in peanut butter. So
Oh,
You're not
Jesus. I'll quit.
But yeah, I'm everywhere at Talib1980_collect. So
awesome. So that's where we can find y'all. Decepticast every Monday evening.
What?
Make sure you catch that.
How do we get rid of
that's
that? I don't.
okay.
I
I
don't
got it.
appreciate that at all.
That's all right. No worries. Message deleted. Boom, gone. So even though it still shows up there, but that's okay. We're done for the evening. It was a pleasure talking to each
Like
of
who-
y'all. But Billy,
I'm sorry.
yeah, it's okay.
I just
Don't
got
let it-
real angry for a second.
It's all right. Troll haters gonna hate. You know, they hate us because they ain't us. In the words
That
of the
is the
interview.
truth.
So, Billy, why don't you go ahead and say thank you to everyone in the chat and just lead us on out.
Yeah. All right. So everybody that has been here respectfully and loving the community, thank you for joining us tonight. There's been a lot of talk going on outside of the show in that chat, and I'm just happy to see everybody getting along in there. So everybody, thank you for joining us. Anna, Talib, thank you for joining us too. I do appreciate your show. That is my Tuesday at work watch. Like that gets me through my mornings. So
Thank you
you're
for having us.
yeah,
It was
we
great to
loved it.
meet you too.
Pleasure meeting you both. This way. I look forward to actually being on the Decepticast. That looks like that could be a really fun night.
and a quick shout out to some of our followers that
Please.
came along here, and please subscribe to these guys. Like I try to watch your guys' content as much as possible. So
Mine's great white noise to fall asleep to. So it's really nice.
But
On
yeah,
that.
thank you everybody. With that, we have a fun show planned for next week. Jimmy and I, or Jimmy probably because he posts a lot more than I do, will get some
Same bat
advertisements
time,
after
same
that.
bat channel. We'll get that going.
Exactly.
But thank you all. Until I make an outro video, we're just gonna naked gun pause this. So y'all do your best. Goodbye, and we will end this stream. So goodbye, everyone.